All right, time to talk. Well, first, and we're back with another YouTube video. All right, time to talk about Raw, Smackdown, NXT, 205, Lucha Underground, and Impact Wrestling. Why I'm talking about the Indies because they tend to be better than WWE. So Raw started with the Shield coming out, talking about how they're gonna beat the Dogs of War. Here we go. Shield coming out talking about how they're gonna beat the Dogs of War. Then the Dogs of War come out, and Baron Corbin comes out and says, and Dolph Ziggler is basically trying to convince Dean Ambrose to turn against the Shield because he's like, oh, I remember 2 years ago when you were WWE champion and we were in a feud together and I lost. Yeah, you should join us. And then basically we almost get a fight between the Shield and the War Dogs, but Baron Corbin backs him up, or backs him off, not backs him up, backs him off, and he's like, "Oh no, don't fight now, because you two got to defend your tag titles." And Braun has nothing to do. Like Braun didn't wrestle on the show at all, which I thought was interesting because they had him on the show twice, but no match for Braun, which was whatever, I guess. Next we get oh yeah, the Brie Bella botch. So Brie Bella gave Liv Morgan a concussion. Why? Because she kicked Liv Morgan in the face. Well, not her knee hit her face because Liv Morgan was bending down a little bit, and then Brie goes high for the kick, knee right in the face. So Liv Morgan has a concussion now, and like people are saying, "Oh, Brie's too reckless. She shouldn't be in the ring anymore." Yada yada, and I'm like, hmm, I guess they're kind of right because Brie did punch Miz in the face the hard way, which we can look past. She botched a couple of suicide dives and then gave Liv Morgan a concussion. So that match at Super Showdown should just be a tag match with Ronda and Nikki. Ronda and Nikki versus Sarah Logan and Ruby Riott. And Brie still, obviously, they still want Brie, but Brie, you don't have to wrestle anymore. Like, you're good. You've wrestled for 10 years. You're good. It's okay. All right. So then we get Kevin Owens and Elias in their little segment. Kevin Owens shows back. They invite Lio Rush down to the ring. Lio, of course, doesn't get in the ring because he's not an idiot. So basically, we get talking back and forth. They bring out a boosted seat for Lio, and Leo's like, "Oh, you got jokes," which he didn't really have a comeback for, which was whatever. Bobby Lashley comes out, and then we get Bobby Lashley versus Elias. And he's in a DQ because Kevin Owens tripped over Bobby Lashley. He didn't like straight up attack him. He just tripped over him. He was running around trying to get Lio Rush, and he was like, "Oh, tripped over Bobby Lashley," and then DQ. Which this was Bobby Lashley's hometown, by the way. I don't know why they couldn't give him a win. Like you're in his hometown, you can't give him a win. That's whatever. Then we get what do we get? Like a backstage segment with Nia and Alicia. Well, yeah. Oh, and Gender. What? Who did? Oh, why am I forgetting what happened with Gender? Oh, just to say it. Gender had a match against who? Wait, Gender's on SmackDown, right? No. Who do you have a match against? Don't know. Either way, Authors of Pain beat. No, they lost. Authors of Pain lost to the Shield with Baron Corbin. That was the main event. I don't. See, I gotta freaking look up Raw results somewhere else because now I don't remember what happened with Gender. What did Gender do on Raw? Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre beat the Revival. Sorry about this, I don't freaking remember. That's right. Finn Balor beat Jinder Mahal. Uh, yeah, Riot Squad beat Bella Twins and Natalia. Connor beat Chad Gable. Triple H cuts a promo on The Undertaker, which was weird because it was like, oh, Triple H was doing a Make a Wish Foundation, or not Make a Wish, it was Connor's Cure. Sorry. That's what happened with Nia Jax. Nia Jax beat Alicia Fox. All right. SmackDown, I'll probably remember more from. SmackDown started with Truth TV, and Daniel Bryan came out to be the guest. Carmella's hair is brunette now, even though she was a dirty blonde before, so she just changed it all as opposed to having a little bit dirty blonde. So then we get Truth TV. We get a 7-second dance break. We got like Bryan saying he's gonna beat Miz at Super Showdown. Matches we got Ty Dillinger versus Shinsuke. Shinsuke wins. Aiden English talking about how he was better for Rusev than Lana is, and Lana's retort was, "I got Rusev a tank," which you did. You haven't really done much for him lately, or us for that matter. But yeah, you got Rusev a tank, which is cool. Uh, so basically, we get like Aiden English is insinuating something happened in Milwaukee. We don't know what. Hopefully, it's not a crappy adultery angle because we see how those pan out. They're terrible, and they never end good. AJ AJ was in the main event segment. Contract signing. AJ signs a contract. Joe shows up on the Titantron. He's at AJ Styles' house, and the mailbox says Styles on it, which we knew clearly wasn't AJ Styles' house because AJ Styles' name is Alan Jones. So then we get Becky Lynch versus Lana. Becky Lynch beats Lana because, of course, she does. Big E versus Sheamus. Sheamus wins, which means the New Day are going to retain because the Bar can't win everything. Asuka and Naomi beat Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. SmackDown overall was a good show. When I knew what the matches were, they were pretty predictable. So it was like, yeah. NXT Tommaso versus Otis Dozovich. This was pretty good, honestly. I didn't know Otis Dozovich could put on a great match like he did, but this was pretty great. Tommaso ends up winning, of course, because he's the NXT champion. He's not just going to lose. And we get William Regal addressing Aleister Black stuff. Or at least he tried to. Then the Undisputed Era came out, and then we got 2 matches confirmed. Adam Cole versus Ricochet versus Pete Dunne for the North American Championship, and Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly versus War Machine, War Raiders. So the tag title match happens in 3 weeks. The NXT North American Championship match happens in 2 weeks. So I'm guessing we're going to get interference from the other 2 Undisputed Era members in 2 weeks just to try and help Adam Cole win. Then we get Lars Sullivan versus some jobber named Victor. Match ends in a DQ because EC3 comes out and attacks Lars Sullivan, which I don't blame him for, because if you got attacked last week, of course you're going to attack the guy next week. Street Profits versus the Mighty. Street Profits were more serious this time, which was good to see. Nice to see a little character change. The Mighty win because they roll up and grab the tights, so they cheat, of course. Kairi Singh versus Vanessa Bourne. Kairi Singh wins, and Shayna comes out and says she wants a rematch. Kairi says you'll get it at Evolution, and that's gonna be the best match on the show. Like the way the card is shaping up to be, Ronda versus Nikki, nah. Trish versus Alexa, yeah. Lita versus Nikki, that could be good. It's not gonna be better than Kairi and Shayna, but it'll be good. All right, so 205 Live. Oh, yeah. Leo Rush versus Noam Dar. Leo Rush wins, and Leo Rush continues to impress. He's great on 205. He's great on Raw, too, on those little segments that he has when he introduces Bobby Lashley. 23-year-old piece of gold, he's calling himself. Michael Cole hasn't said it as a buzzword yet, so that's good. Anyway, I'm talking about 205 Live. Michael Cole's not a commentator on 205, so that's good. Then we get Brian Kendrick versus a local talent. Brian Kendrick beats him in like 45 seconds, and then beats him up. And then, no, Drew Gulak beats him up. And then Brian Kendrick stops him and it just throws him out of the ring. So that's something. I guess. Like, there may be a breakup angle coming soon, which means Brian Kendrick is going to go back to being face. Or was he a face before? No, that was Jack Gallagher. Brian Kendrick's always been a heel. Well, this current run, anyway. He's been a face way back in 2006 when he was tag team champion. Anyway, Mustafa Ali versus Hideo Itami ends in a no contest because they both get counted out, which means that they will have another match somewhere down the line, maybe next week. I don't know. But their match was good. I would say their first match was better just because it had a finish. But yeah, this match was good. You know, it was great. All right, now to get into the indie shows. Technically indies, even though they have a TV deal, so they're not really indies, but I guess for the sake of WWE wise, they would be. All right, so first we get Jack Evans versus Matanza Cueto, another sacrifice to the gods. So Matanza Cueto obviously wins because it's a sacrifice to the gods. So there you go. Then we get a 3-on-3 trios championship match. Exalicious Elias and Joey Ryan versus the Reptile Tribe, Daga, Jeremiah Snake, aka Sammy Callahan. I don't know if Daga has another wrestling name. I don't know. Cobra Moon. Um, she might just be Cobra Moon. Honestly, that again, I'm not sure. Before the match starts, we get the the Dark Rabbit Tribe. That's basically what they are now. Paul London, Kevin Cross, and El Bunny, which is actually, uh, I think it was revealed that this is Mascarita Sangrata, and I know El Torito is going to be in the season at some point, so that'll be cool. I haven't seen El Torito since literally his WWE days. Like his most memorable moment was, I think, the WLC match with Hornswoggle. As I'm saying it, yeah, that was it. That's what I remember. Anyway, this was a good back and forth match. The whole show was great. I'm not gonna go blow by blow on like what all the moves were, but this match was great. If you don't watch Lucha Underground, you should. First two seasons are on Netflix. So there you go. The winners of this match, Reptile Tribe, they retained the tag titles, and then the El Bunny, the Rabbit Tribe, the Reptile Tribe won. If I didn't say that, the Rabbit Tribe come out, or not come out, but they come down the steps, and well, I would say but the Bunny does all the attacking. He attacks Evilise, Joey Ryan, Exalicious, and then they're all on the bottom rope, and Paul London's like grabbing their faces and holding them against the rope, and Kevin Cross has a clock. And he's basically doing this. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Alright. So that will probably be the most entertaining thing I do on this YouTube channel. Imitating Kevin Cross. And then we get Aerostar and Drago versus Jake Strong. A 2-on-1 nunchucks match, aka Jake Strong, aka Jack Swagger. So nunchucks match, basically you grab the weapon. It was basically like any weapon match. You grab the weapon, you get to use it. There you go. So Jake Strong wins this match because what did he do? He took out. Did he take out Aerostar? No. I guess he must have took out somebody. Or was Drago just laid out? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, okay. So I guess Drago was just laid out then, I guess. And oh. So he tapped out. Okay, so he put Aerostar in the ankle lock and tapped out Aerostar, and then he put the ankle lock on Drago and broke Drago's ankle. So yeah, I don't know if Aerostar's ankle is broken, but Drago's is, kayfabe wise, and I'm sure he'll come out like hobbling next week or whatever. Then we get a fatal four-way to determine who's going to be the number one contender for Marty Lamont's Lucha Underground Championship at Ultimate Lucha Cuatro, which is in like 2 weeks, I believe. And I heard season 5 is coming in February, courtesy of AfterBuzz that I heard that, and I'm pretty sure Johnny Mundo and Taya confirmed it. So yeah, anyway, fatal four-way, Pentagon Dark versus King Cuerno versus Mil Muertes versus Dragon Azteca Jr., El Dragon Azteca Jr., Sorry. This was a good. This was better than what I saw on NXT. That's for sure. This whole show was better than what I saw on NXT. Better than Raw. Better than SmackDown. Best show. Best show of the week. So Pentagon Dark wins. He hits the Penta driver on Mil Muertes. Pins him 1, 2, 3. The Mac comes out. Uh, well, Mil Muertes loses because the Mac comes out and stunners him twice. And then he turns around and gets hit with the Penta driver, gets pinned. And then the Mac, he's outside of the ring when the match is over. Then before the match is over, he's outside the ring. And then he comes back in, challenges Mil Muertes to a death match. So we're getting a death match at Ultimate Lucha Cuatro, which we always get at least one really violent match. So that'll be ours for Lucha Underground. Or this Ultimate Lucha will be the death match. All right. So TNA. I haven't talked about TNA in like a while. So all right. So the heck did it start with? We got a knockouts match. Tessa versus. Who did she fight? Oh, this doesn't tell me anything. Here we go. All right. Well, hell, I gotta start with the knockouts match now. Tessa versus Fabi Apache. So this was a champion versus champion match because Fabi Apache is the AAA Reina de Reinas champion, which is basically the women's title in AAA, and Tessa Blanchard, of course, the Impact Women's Champion. So Tessa Blanchard wins, and then Taya comes on screen and challenges Tessa to a match at Bound for Glory, and Tessa accepts. So we're getting Taya versus Tessa at Bound for Glory. So that'll be cool. All right. Then we get. Well, what was first? Okay, yeah. The champion versus champion match was first. So what else happened? What happened with OBE? I know Pentagon and Phoenix beat up Dave Chris. Oh yeah, it was Jake Chris. That's right. Jake Chris versus Cage. And Cage beats him. And then Cage beats him, they beat up Cage, the lights go out, Pentagon and Phoenix abduct Jake Chris and beat him up. There you go. I had to take a second to remember that. What? Oh, LAX. Right. What happened with LAX? LAX had a match against Desi Hit Squad. LAX wins, and then King and the OGs, which is Eddie Kingston, Homicide, and Hernandez, come on the screen and they burn one of Conan's old masks. Like he started his wrestling career in Mexico City, and they found one of his old masks and they burned it. So there you go. And they say that he's like riding off the coattails of Eddie, and then Kingston says, "Eddie, rest in peace." Whole bunch of other people. I forget who else. Well, I know Rey Mysterio is one, obviously, because Conan and Rey are friends. Like they're legit friends. Like they've been friends for the last 20 years or so. And Eddie's like, "Oh, you're still riding off the coattails of Rey Mysterio," which was a nice name drop. It's like, "Oh, Rey Mysterio, he got a name mention. That's nice." Ali and Kira Hogan versus Su Young and the Undead Undead Bride. Su Yung is the Undead Bride. Undead Maid of Honor. And Allie and Kira Hogan win. Kira Hogan looking great as always. Allie also looking great as always. Su Yung, creepy. Anyway, next we get. Oh yeah, right. Eddie Edwards and Johnny Mundo, Johnny Impact, John Hennigan, whatever you want to go. He's got so many names. Anyway, Eddie Edwards and Johnny Impact versus Moose and Killer Killer Cross, Kevin Cross, same person. So Moose and Kevin Cross win, and there was like this spot where Johnny was like in this crowd, and we thought he was gonna do like a crossbody or something. Nah, he was standing up here. Kevin Cross was here, jumped off. Kevin Cross hit him with a punch, and like Johnny Impact was, I don't know if he was knocked out or whatever, but like down for a little bit. And while they were outside, fighting, Moose and Eddie Edwards are in the ring. Moose hits him with a spear, pins him 1, 2, 3, and then that's how we end it. Moose and Kevin Cross win. So that's everything. Even with my little botches and what have you. All right, so be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'm out of here.